Here we go, everybody. It's Thursday morning. How are you? Thanks for being with us on the CBS News Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. Good to be hanging out with you today. It is a next weather alert day. Let me show you the forecast for today, and this is why we're under a next alert. Isolated showers starting around noon, but this afternoon is really the time that we're in that severe weather outlook and keeping an eye out for that. High temperature will be around, well, I think it's going to be around 75 or so today. But the rain will make that not very enjoyable. There is a chance for some damaging hail today, and this is sort of the reason for the next alert. This is the area that we're keeping an eye on today. So it's mostly in the South Metro. You can see the red. That's a 30% possibility. But we're just, we're watching for it. So you just want to be aware of that today. And this is kind of the way the forecast sort of shakes out. This precipitation coming down right now in the South Metro along Interstate 90. We saw that this morning, Worthington, Albert Lea, kind of some minor situation, nothing too severe right now. But the next weather tower is green because of that rain we're expecting this afternoon. And you can feel that humidity out in the air for sure. So next alert today, we're just keeping an eye on it. And we want you to keep an eye on it as well. Our entire Next Weather team will be available all day streaming on CBS News Minnesota. So we'll keep you safe, keep you updated. But just know this is why we do the alert, not to freak you out, but just to give you a heads up and let you know, okay, today you really want to make sure you have that CBS Minnesota weather app. Check that live radar and be plugged into forecasts from Riley, Lisa, Mike, and Chris all day. Let's talk about this. Today is Mental Health Action Day, and I think a lot of us are doing a better job of at least openly discussing our mental health. I know I talk about it with our kids a lot. Are you doing okay? Are you feeling okay? Money. It's always one of the big stressors, right? The American Psychological Association they always do the survey, Stress in America, and they found 87% are saying the rise in prices, the groceries, the gasoline, the energy costs, top source of stress. Yeah, all these bills, everybody's bills for everything going up. So it got us wondering, what is your top financial stressor? More than 40% of Americans say money concerns are having a negative impact on their mental health. I'm sort of surprised it's only 40%. Money is, I feel like it's the number one stressor in relationships. Different people handle money different ways. And right now, long term, there are things you can do to use less gasoline, right? You can try to locate yourself closer to your work. You can buy a more efficient car. There are many things you can do to use less fuel. But in the short term, there's virtually nothing you can do. If you've got to go to work, you got to take the kids to daycare or whatever. I feel like gasoline's going to be a top one. But I want to hear your comments. What are maybe it's airfare if you're thinking about a vacation. I don't know. Tell me what your number one money stress is. And we'll talk about that coming up in just a minute. I think this is the number one stress. Boy, as if it's not hard enough to be a new parent, certainly over the last 2 years with the pandemic. Now you have a baby formula shortage. It's just an absolute train wreck. How does this happen in the United States of America? I don't know. When you put 40% of the supply of a critical form of nutrition in one company, I guess here's what happens. So we've got a lot of action happening politically. President Joe Biden invoked the Defense Production Act to try to increase supplies, and we'll be watching as Governor Tim Walz is going to be talking about this today, too. How much can the president or the governor do about this? Who knows? But it does give you a sense for how important this issue is. And even though there is some relief coming, we may be 6 to 8 weeks away from having a more steady supply of formula on the shelves, which is just shocking, isn't it? A plea deal for Thomas Lane. We brought you this breaking news on mid-morning yesterday. Thomas Lane, the former Minneapolis police officer, who has now pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting manslaughter in George Floyd's death. A little bit of a surprise that this happened. He cut a deal with prosecutors. They dropped the aiding and abetting murder charge And that's a very severe charge. This is a severe charge too, but instead of possibly facing 12 years behind, well, he could have faced, I think, 30 or something for the other charge, but 12 years behind bars, he will get 3. Wall Street, we're watching it today. It was a train wreck yesterday. All U.S. stock futures this morning are down. The Dow futures were down 300 points or so. Has trading started today? Not yet, I don't think. But the futures are down, not looking good. It's because of Target. And, a couple things going on in Target. I'm not an analyst, but their stock sank 25%. Horrible day for Target. We know their profits were down significantly, their revenue down. But, of course, it was going to be down, right? Because Target was going just gangbusters while we were still more in the thick of the COVID pandemic. Not that the pandemic's over, but in the thick of it. People were, shopping curbside at Target and all of that, and Target was just doing great, great, great. And you think, well, obviously it's not going to continue at that rate. But Target warning that inflation and inflationary pressures is making their cost of business higher as well. And that foretells problems throughout the economy. Costco, Walmart, all these other retailers too. How about this story? A couple of Nordstrom employees. Police say they stole nearly $500,000 worth of merchandise, which at Nordstrom is like 3 purses. No, look at the haul, all this stuff. Minnetonka police arrested these 2 in Plymouth earlier this month. They say they were at the Ridgedale Nordstrom, and they stole high-end purses, shoes, clothing, all in all worth more than $400,000. And what were they doing? Selling it on eBay. Hey, new with tags, NWT. They have more than 200 items for sale on their eBay account, $46,000 in cash from sales. The criminal complaint on how they did this is a little surprising. So we'll be covering more on that today because it's pretty interesting stuff. How about this? A couple of kayakers out on the river, just like, what's that? What's that? Yeah, pull it out. It's a skull! Now, on the news today, Heather was like, how would they even know it's a skull? I think you'd know, right? You pick that up and you're like, I'm pretty sure this is a bone. So they called the cops, and the cops called the FBI, and they sent it to a forensic anthropologist who tested it. And they said, about 8,000 years old. Whoa. Now, there's not much they could figure out about this person. It's 8,000 years old. But from analyzing the skull, they determined his diet was heavy in fish and corn or pearl millet. And they said he was pretty young. And he had a bad head wound, too. You see there's like a little depression there on the left of your screen. So it looks like he had some sort of severe head injury. Weird, right? 8,000 years old. Wild discovery while you're out kayaking. Maybe thought it was a rock. Bonk, bonk. Would you go pick it up? If you hit something while you're kayaking, you would. Sean, you would do it? Yeah. Chris, would you pick it up? If you're yeah, I would too. I would too. And you reach it, and you don't know what you're getting. But I would do it. And then I would think, should I have reached in and grabbed that out of the water? The answer is yes. What a cool kind of discovery. All right, do you want to see? Okay, we'll show it to you. Look at the cute pup. There's one. Oh, hurry up, little guys. Little wolf pups. They're cute now. How long until they're less cute? Wolves are an important part of our ecosystem for sure. I love, one of them is the star. That's the favorite kid right there in the front, right? You're like, yeah, you're hanging with mom and dad, and the rest are like, ugh. We hate Braden up there at the front. It's Braden and Braxton and Aiden, and then you've got Savannah. Anyway, look at the pups. We have a story tonight at 10. Wolf, kind of in with the wolf researchers. So I think Aaron Hassanzadeh are doing that story. So check that out tonight at 10, or we'll show you some of it tomorrow morning as well. We're excited here at CCO. We're teaming up with the new women's soccer team. I love this. This is, look, Minnesota Aurora FC, it's exciting in the first place because, one, to have women out there playing pre-professional soccer, gives all of the young girls and teenagers who spend so much time playing soccer, it gives them hope that, like, I can play in college and I can play some more in the summer. And so they're part of this new USLW league. And aren't the kits cool? Like, I think the kits are awesome. Just, I love everything about this. And CCO said, you know what? Is there a way we could get involved in this so people can watch the games? And so we worked it out, and we're going to stream the games on CBS News Minnesota, the home games. So if you have a connected TV, Pluto TV is a super easy way to watch it. Pluto TV is like, you can watch all sorts of live TV channels. I like to watch game shows on Pluto TV, but it's like one of the apps, just like Netflix or whatever. You fire up Pluto TV and you can watch CBS News Minnesota. And the signal or the stream is awesome. It looks really good. I've never looked better than on Pluto TV. So check it out. You can get it on the CBS News app and all the other ways that you get CBS News Minnesota. Moulin Rouge, the musical, is happening. Orpheum Theater, downtown Minneapolis. Kicked off last night. And this is kind of the spring-summer theater season. Moulin Rouge, a Broadway musical. Perhaps you remember the film. I was trying to think of, like, what the iconic songs are from Moulin Rouge. Lady Marmalade? What, Chris? You said, oh, the Elephant Love Melody. Yes, you would recognize it. We should have played you some music with this. Moulin Rouge, the music's great. The staging, that's a Baz Luhrmann film, if I remember correctly, and the staging is just magnificent. And so what a perfect show for a musical. And they kind of set the stage. I always like this, like when you're entering the theater, they've got the actors out there kind of giving you the vibe, like you're sort of at the Moulin Rouge. And this is also funny because I don't know why we interviewed people outside of Moulin Rouge, and we're like, what do you think about Moulin Rouge? But we did, and here it is.
My mom's always loved Moulin Rouge, and then she got our whole family into it. So she's actually coming closing night, and my sister and I are coming opening night. It's like a big thing in our family. We have a bunch of paintings.
100% get tickets. If there are any tickets left available, see this show. Saw it in New York City. It will be life-changing. I am equally as excited just to see it here with the Train production. It's going to be amazing.
I love that guy. What's his name? George? I think we played his soundbite earlier this morning. Life-changing. Moulin Rouge, the musical. I want to go. If I could maybe take a minute away from going to soccer games for my 14-year-old. Tell you what, you sign up for parenting and you're like, you know what, I want my kids to be involved in stuff. And then you're like, you know what, can I go see Moulin Rouge? My gosh. Pretty good. Life-changing. We need to interview people about the CBS News Minnesota Morning Update. What do you think? What do you think about the morning update? It'd just be a lot of sound bites of like, the what? Maybe we could interview our own people here at the station who were rebooting the weather computer during the update yesterday. They had no idea we did this. All right, let's show the comments. We're talking about money stressors. Oh, Mary, home improvement. Yep. Love my comfy home, but it's never-ending maintenance and necessary updates. It's true. Like first the furnace fails, then it's the water heater, then you're like, oh, I need a plumber, then your roof. Yeah, it never ends. And all those things more expensive right now with inflation. Thanks, Mary. At least lumber prices have sort of come down to earth. They were bananas. Juliana, the unexpected. Yeah, oh no, emerald ash borer infected tree removal ×3. That is expensive. Vet bills. Yeah, vet bills are tough. I used to have back when we had a dog a long time ago, I was like, $500. That's it. I'm not paying more than that. And then, of course, your dog gets sick, and you're like, take all my money. Take all the money. Gotta help Baxter. Thanks, Juliana. Here's Becca. Oh, bills from a C-section in January. I don't remember it costing this much 5 years ago with my son. Becca, I would say lord that over your child for the rest of their life. Do you know how much you cost? You little ungrateful piece of, say stuff like that and just make sure the kid knows how much they cost you. Not just financially, how much. Yeah. I think that's good. It's Mental Health Day, right? It's what I'm encouraging you to torture your child. Here's Sandra. This is the number one stressor, right? Vehicle payments and rent. They're bills that come at you every month. As interest rates go up, your vehicle payment maybe goes up. Your rent, yeah. Thanks, Sandra. Here's Cindy. High deductibles on health insurance make me stress. Yeah. I'm a little stressed about college costs. Seth is only a junior, so we still have a year. But when we have been touring campuses and they put that like $70,000 or $80,000 number, oh my gosh. Yeah. That's 10 p.m. news money. You know what I mean? That's not digital news update money, I'll tell you that much. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.